What if I told you that some of the breakfasts you rely on, believing they're helping your heart, might actually be doing the exact opposite? You wake up, ready to start the day right, perhaps reaching for what seems like a sensible, healthy option. Maybe it's a quick bowl of cereal, a fruit yogurt, or a bran muffin from the bakery. You're doing your best to eat well, especially as you get older, knowing how important it is to keep your heart healthy and your blood pressure in check. But for many seniors, despite their best intentions, they're unknowingly contributing to their high blood pressure with choices they believe are good for them. You might be carefully watching your salt intake, avoiding fatty foods, but still find your numbers creeping up. It's frustrating, isn't it? When you're trying so hard and the results aren't what you hoped for. The painful reality is that many seemingly innocent breakfast choices are silently sabotaging your efforts, packed with hidden ingredients that send your blood pressure soaring. It's a secret that the food industry often keeps, disguised behind labels that scream healthy or low fat. In this video, we're going to pull back the curtain and uncover 5 common breakfast foods that many of us believe are healthy, but which can surprisingly raise your blood pressure. More importantly, I'll share simple, delicious alternatives you can embrace to truly protect your heart, maintain steady energy levels, and even support a sharper mind. And make sure you watch right to the very end, because I'll share a crucial insight that might truly surprise you and change the way you think about your morning meal forever. It's a simple truth that can empower you to make profoundly positive changes to your health. Starting with your very first meal of the day, let's dive right into our first surprising culprit, a breakfast item that many of us reach for thinking we're doing our body a favor: the seemingly innocent low-fat yogurt, especially those with fruit already mixed in or layered at the bottom. For years, we've been told that low-fat options are the healthier choice, a way to cut down on calories and saturated fats, supposedly good for our hearts. But here's the catch, and it's a big one when manufacturers take out the fat from yogurt. They often replace it with something else to make it taste good, and that something else is almost always sugar, and a lot of it. Think about it, fat gives food flavor and texture. Without it, plain low-fat yogurt can taste rather bland and watery. So, to make it palatable, especially with that sweet fruit swirl, they load it up with added sugars, things like high fructose corn syrup, cane sugar, or various fruit concentrates that are just sugar in disguise. Now, why is this a problem for your blood pressure? It's not just about the empty calories. When you consume a lot of sugar, especially refined sugar found in these yogurts, your body experiences a rapid spike in blood sugar. Over time, this constant fluctuation and high sugar intake can lead to insulin resistance. When your body becomes resistant to insulin, your kidneys can start retaining more sodium and water, which in turn increases blood volume and puts more pressure on your blood vessel walls. Chronic high sugar intake also contributes to inflammation throughout your body, damaging your arteries and making them less flexible, which is another direct pathway to elevated blood pressure. Furthermore, some studies even suggest a direct link between high sugar consumption and increased risk of hypertension, independent of weight gain. So, while you're thinking you're being good by choosing low fat, you might be unknowingly pouring spoonfuls of blood pressure-raising sugar into your system first thing in the morning. So, what's the better choice? The answer is surprisingly simple and much more beneficial. Opt for plain, full-fat yogurt, and add your own fruit. Yes, I said full fat. The fats in dairy, when consumed as part of a balanced diet, are not the enemy they were once made out to be, especially not compared to the harm caused by excess sugar. Full-fat yogurt is more satiating, meaning it keeps you feeling full longer, which can help prevent snacking on less healthy options later in the morning. More importantly, without the added sugars, you're in control. You can sweeten it naturally with a handful of fresh berries. Blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries are fantastic, packed with antioxidants and fiber, and naturally lower in sugar. Add a sprinkle of nuts or seeds for healthy fats and protein. or a tiny drizzle of pure maple syrup or honey if you need just a touch of sweetness. This way, you get all the gut-friendly probiotics from the yogurt, the essential nutrients, and none of the hidden sugar assault that harms your blood pressure. It's a small change, but one that can make a profound difference to your morning and your long-term heart health. Now, let's talk about our second seemingly healthy breakfast habit that often catches people off guard: the instant oatmeal packet. For decades, oatmeal has been championed as a heart-healthy whole grain, and for good reason. It's packed with soluble fiber, which can help lower cholesterol and regulate blood sugar. But the key here is instant and packet. Those convenient little sachets of flavored oatmeal are a far cry from the plain, traditional rolled or steel-cut oats that truly offer those health benefits. Just like with the low-fat yogurt, the convenience and flavor come at a cost, usually a significant amount of added sugar and often, surprisingly, a good dose of sodium. You see, while plain oats are naturally low in sodium, instant flavored varieties can have it added for taste enhancement, sometimes containing as much as 200–300 milligrams per serving. And when it comes to sugar, you'll often find these packets contain anywhere from 10 to 15 grams per serving, sometimes even more, disguised as maple and brown sugar, apple and cinnamon, or peaches and cream. That's like adding several teaspoons of sugar directly to your bowl before you even begin. The problem with this combination of quick-digesting refined oats, high sugar, and added sodium is multifaceted for your blood pressure. The high sugar content, as we discussed with yogurt, leads to those rapid blood sugar spikes, promoting insulin resistance and arterial damage over time. The added sodium, of course, is a direct contributor to elevated blood pressure for many individuals, even if you don't consider yourself salt-sensitive. Consistently consuming high amounts of sodium puts extra strain on your kidneys and blood vessels, forcing your heart to work harder to pump blood through your body. Furthermore, the processing that makes oats instant often reduces their fiber content and changes their glycemic index, meaning they're digested more quickly than traditional oats, leading to less sustained energy and more pronounced blood sugar swings, which is exactly what we want to avoid for stable blood pressure. You might feel a quick burst of energy, but then a crash shortly after, and all the while, your body is working harder to manage the sudden influx of sugar and sodium. So, what's the smart swap here? Embrace the original, truly heart-healthy forms of oatmeal, steel-cut oats or traditional rolled oats. Yes, they take a few more minutes to cook than the instant packets, but the difference in nutritional value and the impact on your blood pressure is monumental. Steel-cut oats are the least processed, meaning they retain the most fiber and nutrients, and have a lower glycemic index, leading to a slower, more sustained release of energy and less impact on blood sugar. Rolled oats are also excellent. You can cook a larger batch on a Sunday and simply reheat portions throughout the week to save time. When it comes to flavor, you're in control. Skip the sugar-laden packets and instead add natural sweetness and healthy fats. Think fresh or frozen berries, a sprinkle of cinnamon which can help with blood sugar regulation, a few chopped nuts or seeds like chia or flax for added fiber and omega-3s, and perhaps a small amount of pure maple syrup or a few slices of banana for natural sweetness. This way, you're getting all the incredible heart-healthy benefits of oats, the soluble fiber, the sustained energy, without any of the hidden sugars or excessive sodium that can silently undermine your blood pressure efforts. It's a hearty, satisfying, and truly beneficial breakfast that supports your vitality and well-being. Now that we've unraveled the truth about those seemingly healthy yogurts and quick oatmeals, let's turn our attention to another breakfast staple that often deceives us. Now that we've unraveled the truth about those seemingly healthy yogurts and quick oatmeals, let's turn our attention to another breakfast staple that often deceives us: the humble bran muffin, or those convenient cereal bars marketed as a wholesome start to your day. You see them everywhere, in coffee shops, grocery stores, even in your own pantry. They often boast labels like high in fiber, made with whole grains, or low fat, leading us to believe they're a nutritious and responsible choice. After all, bran is good for digestion, right? And whole grains are supposed to be beneficial for your heart. But similar to our previous examples, the reality is often very different once you look beyond the marketing claims. These items are frequently loaded with hidden sugars, refined flours, unhealthy fats, and a surprising amount of sodium, all contributors to elevated blood pressure. Let's break it down. While a true homemade bran muffin, made with whole wheat flour, minimal sugar, and healthy fats, can indeed be a decent option, the store-bought or pre-packaged versions are often sugar bombs disguised as health food. They might contain some bran or whole grains, but these are often overshadowed by vast quantities of added sugar, sometimes more than a donut, along with refined white flour, which behaves very similarly to sugar in your body, causing rapid blood sugar spikes. These muffins and bars also frequently contain trans fats or unhealthy partially hydrogenated oils, which are detrimental to arterial health and can contribute to inflammation, a known factor in cardiovascular disease. And don't forget the sodium bakers use sodium not just for taste, but also as a leavening agent and preservative. So these items can contribute significantly to your daily sodium intake without you even realizing it, adding to the pressure on your blood vessels. The combination of high sugar, refined carbs, unhealthy fats, and sodium creates a perfect storm for blood pressure woes. Your body struggles to process this onslaught, leading to inflammation, insulin resistance, and increased fluid retention, all pushing your blood pressure numbers higher. So, what's the smarter choice to satisfy that craving for something bready or bar-like? The best approach is to make your own at home, where you control the ingredients. You can use true whole grain flours like whole wheat or oat flour, reduce the sugar significantly, or use natural sweeteners like mashed banana or unsweetened applesauce, and incorporate healthy fats like olive oil or unsweetened Greek yogurt. Add nuts, seeds, and fresh fruit for extra fiber and nutrients. If baking isn't your thing, choose a simple slice of 100% whole grain toast. Read the label carefully to ensure it's truly whole grain with minimal added sugar and sodium, and top it with something wholesome. Think avocado slices for healthy fats, a scrambled egg for protein, or a thin layer of sugar-free nut butter. These choices provide sustained energy, essential nutrients, and don't barrage your system with the hidden blood pressure threats lurking in those deceptively healthy muffins and bars. It's about choosing real, unprocessed ingredients over convenient, highly processed imitations. Next on our list of surprising breakfast culprits is something many of us grew up with and associate with a healthy start store-bought orange juice for generations. Orange juice has been synonymous with vitamin C and boosting immunity. We imagine squeezing fresh oranges, but the reality of most commercially produced orange juice, even those labeled 100% pure or not from concentrate, is often quite different. While it does contain vitamin C, it's also essentially a sugar delivery system without the crucial fiber that you'd get from eating a whole orange. When you drink a glass of orange juice, you're consuming the sugar from several oranges in liquid form, all at once, without the pulp and fiber that would slow down its absorption. This means a rapid spike in your blood sugar levels. Why is this so problematic for your blood pressure? Just like with the previous sugary offenders, a rapid and repeated surge in blood sugar can lead to insulin resistance over time. High insulin levels can promote sodium retention in the kidneys and contribute to arterial stiffness, both of which are direct pathways to elevated blood pressure. Furthermore, while the fiber in whole fruit helps to moderate blood sugar response and contributes to a feeling of fullness, the absence of fiber in juice means you're consuming pure liquid sugar that your body processes very quickly. This can lead to a quick energy boost followed by a sugar crash and a craving for more quick energy, often leading to more sugary choices later in the day. Think of it this way: to get the equivalent amount of juice in a typical glass, you'd need to eat 3 or 4 oranges. But would you ever sit down and eat 4 oranges in one sitting? Probably not. because the fiber would fill you up. But sipping juice, it's easy to consume that much sugar without realizing it. Even natural fruit sugar, when consumed in large, concentrated amounts without fiber, can be detrimental to blood pressure over time. So, what's the simple, effective alternative to a glass of store-bought orange juice? Eat the whole fruit instead. A whole orange provides not only vitamin C, but also the essential fiber that helps to slow down sugar absorption, promoting a more stable blood sugar response. It also offers more satiety, meaning it truly fills you up. If you truly crave a refreshing drink in the morning, consider plain water, perhaps infused with slices of lemon or cucumber, or a calming cup of herbal tea. If you absolutely love the taste of orange juice, try diluting a small amount of freshly squeezed orange juice with water. Or better yet, make a smoothie with whole fruits and vegetables, ensuring you retain all the fiber. This way, you're still getting the vitamins and antioxidants, but in a form that supports healthy blood sugar and blood pressure. Rather than working against it, it's a simple shift that respects your body's natural processes and helps you avoid those hidden sugar surges. Finally, let's address a breakfast staple that's been marketed to us for decades as the quintessential healthy start breakfast cereals. And I'm not just talking about the obvious sugary ones designed for children. I'm also referring to many cereals aimed at adults, often boasting claims like whole grain, heart healthy, or fiber-rich. While some cereals do contain whole grains and fiber, the vast majority, even those that seem wholesome, are stealthily packed with added sugars and surprisingly high levels of sodium. Turn over almost any cereal box and look at the nutrition label. You'll often find sugar listed as one of the first few ingredients, meaning it's present in a large quantity, and the sodium content can be startlingly high, sometimes more than a serving of potato chips. The impact of these seemingly innocent cereals on your blood pressure is significant. The refined carbohydrates in many processed cereals, even whole grain ones, are quickly broken down into sugar in your body, leading to those familiar blood sugar spikes. This constant roller coaster of blood sugar contributes to insulin resistance and inflammation, pathways to higher blood pressure, and the added sodium is a direct culprit, putting extra strain on your kidneys and blood vessels, forcing your heart to work harder, even if a cereal has some fiber. The high sugar and sodium content can easily negate any potential benefits. Furthermore, these cereals are often highly processed, meaning they're stripped of many beneficial nutrients, and are designed to be hyper-palatable, making it easy to overeat them, further contributing to weight gain and blood pressure issues. Many people pour a generous serving, then add milk, and sometimes even more sugar, inadvertently turning a supposed healthy meal into a blood pressure hazard. So, what are truly blood pressure-friendly breakfast alternatives to these processed cereals? Your best bets involve going back to basics and focusing on whole, unprocessed foods. One fantastic option is eggs, scrambled, boiled, poached, or as an omelet with vegetables. Eggs are a powerhouse of protein and healthy fats that will keep you feeling full and satisfied, without the blood sugar spikes or hidden sodium. Protein is excellent for satiety and can actually help regulate blood pressure. Another great choice, as we discussed, is traditional rolled or steel-cut oatmeal, prepared without added sugar or excessive sodium, and topped with fresh fruit, nuts, or seeds. If you prefer something bready, opt for a slice of 100% whole grain bread with a lean protein like unsweetened nut butter or some sliced avocado. Even a simple bowl of plain Greek yogurt with berries or a handful of unsalted nuts can be a far superior choice. The key is to prioritize whole foods that are naturally low in added sugar and sodium, and rich in fiber, healthy fats, and protein. These foods provide steady energy, support a healthy heart, and help keep your blood pressure numbers exactly where you want them. So, we've journeyed through 5 common breakfast foods that, despite their healthy appearance, can actually be silently working against your blood pressure goals. We've talked about how those fruit-on-the-bottom yogurts, often lauded for being low-fat, are sneaky sugar bombs that can lead to insulin resistance and arterial stiffness. We've uncovered the hidden sugars and sodium lurking in convenient instant oatmeal packets, undermining the true goodness of oats. We've seen how deceptively wholesome bran muffins and cereal bars are often packed with refined flours, unhealthy fats, and surprising amounts of sodium, creating a harmful cocktail for your blood pressure. We also learned that even pure-sounding store-bought orange juice, without the crucial fiber of the whole fruit, can send your blood sugar soaring, placing undue stress on your system. And finally, we pulled back the curtain on many breakfast cereals, even the whole grain ones, revealing their often high sugar and sodium content that can contribute to cardiovascular strain. Remember, making these small, informed changes to your breakfast routine isn't about deprivation, it's about empowerment. It's about choosing wisely for yourself, knowing that every bite you take has the power to either nourish or challenge your body. You're not just avoiding harmful ingredients, you're actively choosing vibrant health, sustained energy, and peace of mind. Imagine waking up each day, knowing that your first meal is truly fueling your body, supporting your blood pressure, and setting you up for a day full of vitality. It's a simple step, yet profoundly impactful for your overall well-being as you age gracefully. You deserve to feel your best, to have the energy to enjoy your passions, and to live each day with a sense of control over your health. By swapping out those hidden offenders for whole, natural foods like plain yogurt with fresh fruit, steel-cut oats, eggs, or whole grain toast with healthy toppings, you're taking a powerful step towards maintaining healthy blood pressure and a stronger heart. It's truly amazing how much difference a few conscious choices in the morning can make to how you feel throughout the day and in the long run. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one breakfast change you're excited to try after watching this video? Or perhaps you have a truly healthy and delicious breakfast idea that you'd like to share with our community. Please leave a comment below. Your insights are incredibly valuable and can inspire others. If you found this video helpful and insightful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more people who can benefit from this information. And for more practical, straightforward advice on living your healthiest, happiest life at every age, subscribe to our channel. We're always here to share the best tips and knowledge to help you thrive. You deserve to live your best life at every age, full of energy and vitality. By taking control of your morning meal, you're taking a powerful step towards a healthier, happier you.